So if you see us here, let us know if it's working or not. Still doing some last minute adjustments. I think we're live, but I don't know.
I think so.
So we've got the laptop sitting underneath the camera.
Live now.
We'll be able to see any comments. Our first ever live chat.
Got 2 people.
Yay! Oh, yep.
Hi, Steph.
Four-wheel camper, hello.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I think we're set up. Does it look all right? Does it sound okay?
And we've got mics. We don't have them on right now because we did an earlier test and it looked like the audio was pretty good. But let us know what you think about it.
Hi, semi-retired Bob.
Oh, there's Bob. All right.
Four-wheel camper. Hello. Hello from Idaho.
All right, Idaho. So we're doing this.
Sounds good.
Really excited that we hit 10,000 and we owe all the thank yous to you guys for watching our videos and subscribing to our channel. And we just wanted to say how much we appreciate you. And I'm shocked. I mean, I really didn't even think we'd ever hit 1,000, yet 10,000. But we have put a lot of effort in.
We just got a message here, but we are. Okay.
I think we are. Yeah, we're live.
We're live, right? You guys can see us? Yeah, they can see us.
Hi from Florida. Manatee.
Turtle Bookworm, hi.
Love Hut for life.
Thank you.
Good to see you guys.
Hi, Cindy.
Sydney. All right.
So in December, we were hoping we would hit 5,000 subscribers by January 1st.
Yeah.
And I think we hit it on January 1st.
Yeah.
And I did not expect to hit 10,000 subscribers 4 months later.
Yeah, not in 4 months. So I'm not sure what happened, but we just started gaining a whole bunch of subscribers all at one time.
Yeah. Hi, Heather from beautiful British Columbia.
All right.
That is on our list.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to see the Canadian Rockies.
Semi-retired Bob.
Frugal is in the van here with us, and we'll have to drag him in to show him later. He's taking a nap right now, but he's on his bed. You can show him if you want.
Okay, let's see if I can show him.
We got to show Rudel.
Rudel.
Hey, Rudel.
Hi, Rudel. Say hi. He's too concerned about what's outside.
Yeah, he's on guard duty.
So I will place bets that Rudel will start barking at some point.
Yeah, he's viewing the street right now, so he'll be able to tell us if anybody goes by.
Yeah.
So I don't want to miss any questions here.
Okay, so you guys know this is our first live stream, so the comments are going really fast. So if we miss anything, we're going to apologize right now. Hi, Matilda.
So for the summer, I was gonna, the way things are set, we still have our van meetup in Palmer, Alaska booked. And we're hoping to go there. Obviously, if the Canadian border is shut down, we're gonna have to change our plans.
Yeah. Dave's being very optimistic that that's still gonna happen.
Yeah, I really want to go, but if for some reason we can't go, we've got a couple other choices that I really want to do. I think Carrie does also. We're thinking maybe Idaho, because you got the Rockies, there's hot springs, you got high desert mountains, and all the stuff that we really like. And it's not a place that's overcrowded yet. And then if that, maybe another possibility would be Colorado and being in the Rockies for the summer.
And that area works out really well because we have signed up to work the beet harvest in October in Sydney, Montana.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for the final confirmation on that.
Yeah, it's right on the border between Montana and North Dakota.
So right now we are in Redding, California, which is like, what, 2 hours from the Oregon border?
Yeah.
So we were actually here visiting family when the shelter-in-place order came through. So
we didn't actually plan on staying here with family, but we're very thankful and it worked out well.
Perfectly, yeah. So we are staying at Dave's brother's house, and so with Dave's brother and his wife Renee. and they're spoiling us.
Yes, they are.
Renee's made us chocolate chip cookies a couple of times and buying us treats, and Rudel is having a blast because Rudel has a cousin to play with. He has a yellow lab that's 3 or 4.
Yep.
And Rudel will be 4.
Thank you for the congrats on the 10,000. We really appreciate that.
Rudel will be 4 years old on May 16th. I think he's going to be 4, right?
Yeah.
So they have a pool in the backyard, and so since they both have labs in them, we can't keep them out of the pool. Yes, Donna, it's super nice to be with family at this time. And we're really close to my mom. Now, I haven't gone to see her since this has started because she has a compromised immune system, but she's in the perfect spot, and I'm keeping contact with her, so it's nice to be close.
Jack says he's getting snow.
Minnesota snow. Yeah. Minnesota. I got that. Minnesota.
Yeah.
How do you do the cash stream? I don't know.
We have definitely not mastered the cash stream.
No.
But when we started this whole journey, we had enough money to go about 1 year. And so in that, we knew that we really had to try to make this channel work the best we could if it's going to be our means of income.
Yeah.
But in whatever it doesn't make, we plan on just getting side jobs like the Beet Harvest Festival or whatever kind of seasonal jobs that we can get to fill in the gap of money as needed.
Yeah. So I guess just to give you an idea, last year we got a W-2 or 1099
Susan from Northern Maine.
Hi, right. Susan. So with YouTube, we made like $1,000 last year.
Yeah.
So, you know,
this year, it's been better. It's getting better this year, and if we keep going at the rate that we are, maybe next year we won't have to find seasonal jobs. We might just be able to stay on the road full time, unless something big happens, like the van breaks down or something.
Or coronavirus.
Yeah.
But the good news with not the good news. But...
Why am I covering up the mohawk by Raymond? Well, it is cold. But I really didn't want to like freak everybody out. But if you wanted to see the mohawk, there's the mohawk.
Should Dave keep the mohawk or should the mohawk go away?
I like the mohawk, so it's probably going to stay. It might get a little shorter, though. It's getting pretty long right now.
Jack, yes, we did talk to a tax professional this year, and they advised us what to keep for receipts for next year, so that will help. Yeah. So we're considered... what is it when you're in business for yourself?
Self-employed.
Yeah, self-employed. So that does help. Embrace the bald, semi-retired Bob. Oh, you have the best drone shots on YouTube. Thank you. I
really appreciate that. We work hard. There really isn't a big secret to getting the drone shots. What Carrie does is she tells me to go as slow as I can when I'm flying the drone, so I go, I keep nice slow turns.
It's painstakingly
and it's
slow.
Hard to do when you're flying the drone to go that slow because you want to see what's around the corner or see what's over the mountain. But when it comes time to speed it up with the editing program, I think that's where we get the quality from.
Yeah.
And well, the 4K camera lens that's built in doesn't hurt any.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, Tracy. West Virginia Evie. Don't like the mohawk. I don't know if I like it either, Evie. I'm torn. Yeah, I don't know.
So the main reason for the mohawk, well, I've always wanted one, but I do have problems with dry scalp and skin and stuff. And just to be able to keep my head clean and have hair at the same time, I feel like it's either a mohawk or pretty much shaven head. So.
Eric's Vegan Man said, keep the mohawk, but you should keep the hat as well.
Yeah, the hat has its place.
David Yule, your photography is exceptional. Thank you so much. So I guess some people have been wondering what gear we use for photography. So
yeah,
about 6 months in, we bought the GoPro 7, which made a huge difference in our videos. And we have the Mavic Air, right? Is that what it is? The Mavic Air?
Hang on. What did James Sutter, what did you do? It says, guess what we did. So I was curious.
You bought a van.
David Yule, keep the mohawk. There it is.
Oh, okay. So now Dave is going crazy with the mohawk. He decided he might want to play with color in it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking about dyeing it blonde and then maybe blue or something.
So we are in California. We're in the city that we lived in before we started van life. Our family is in Redding and really close by. But our permanent residency is in South Dakota. But currently we are in Redding, California.
We got set up in South Dakota just because we could have our mailbox account there, and it was also cheaper for insurance for our van and registration. We don't even have to go back to the state to get it re-registered. The mailbox company sends us our registration in the mail. So that makes it pretty darn convenient. And that's not that we don't like South Dakota. We just need more time. Actually, I'm looking forward to exploring South Dakota better.
Raymond says, do you keep in touch with Chrome? If so, give this phone number out over the air. 865-5309. 865-5309.
I think that's wrong, but that's close. That's close. James Sutter got a Sprinter, a 170-inch wheelbase Sprinter. 4x4. Congratulations.
Hi, Aunt Julie. West Virginia Evie. I like Carrie to do a lot of night shots. You know, I have been wanting to do that too. I haven't done that for a long time. So when we went to 2 videos a week, I really put my photography on the back burner, and I'm really feeling the need that I need to get that out and start doing that again. So that is coming up for sure. Night shots. Yep. If you put coconut oil on your head,
I was just reading
put
that.
some saran wrap on it for 2 hours.
Hey, I'll try anything. I'm not afraid.
Semi-retired Bob. About ready to head to the hills. You bought a backpack or a hatchback? Oh, tent. Thank you, Susan. Your video and photography is incredible. Thank you so much. So I've always loved photography, but this is the first time I've ever done videography. So this was learning on the job for sure.
I don't know if we've talked about it much, but we hope to continue van life as basically as long as we keep loving it and we don't see an end to it. And if we do settle down, we're actually considering buying an old school bus and building it out, and then buying cheap property and just driving the school bus on the property. Where at, we don't know.
Larry says hello from France. That's cool.
Oh, right on.
Very cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you have commercial insurance on your van? So the van, when we bought the van, it was registered as a commercial vehicle.
Yeah, we have it registered as an RV.
Yeah.
So that was cheaper insurance for us. And they did like a small inspection. They came in, they checked to make sure we had a sink, a toilet, a cook stove. It was a really simple check. I mean, the guys probably spent 1 minute inside our van. Did he even come in the van?
I think he looked in. Raymond, for the rest of your comment there, we'll have to look into that. That's good information to know.
Tracy Losi, I can't wait to start van life. We can't wait to see you out there too.
Hi, Mike.
Mike Holmes. All right, Mike.
Carrie, your wildlife photos are pretty cool also. Thank you. It's pretty hard to sneak up on wildlife though when Rudel was with me because he's pretty much with me all the time, but we try.
Eric had a good idea for the dry skin too.
What's that?
With apple cider vinegar diluted 50-50 with water.
Your music is paired well with your videos. Thank you, David. We get a lot of comments about the music, and I just try to pick music that I feel matches the area that we're in, but also how I felt when I was there. So that's how I pick the music.
Julie says she's a new subscriber and she likes to see our hiking. And we plan on doing a lot more hiking and getting more details on it too. So we definitely can make improvements on our hiking. And that's one of our big passions. So you will, if you stay subscribed to this channel, you will see a whole bunch more hikes coming up in the future.
Doris the Caravan says, need to activate your super chat. I don't know how to do that. But anyway, we just wanted to say thank you for this video. And I know it's hard times for everybody right now. So.
Yeah, we wouldn't, I mean, I think the super chat just comes with the platform. We wouldn't expect anybody to give any money.
I don't know how to turn super chat on. Maybe next time we'll look into that. Thank you, Cindy. Photos and videos have gotten very good. We've had a lot of practice. Tracy, do you know how to turn it on? I don't. All right, what else? Any questions for us? Are you able to do stuff while driving as passenger, or do you get car sick? Dave does. Yeah, 99.9% of the driving.
That's the main reason I drive is because, well, I want to do my part, but also just because if I sit in the passenger side, I'll get car sick. The only time I do set in the passenger side is if we're on a back road somewhere, pretty much in the middle of nowhere, and I'm flying the drone while Carrie's driving. So then, which I don't recommend because technically you're not supposed to
do that.
You're not supposed to fly the drone in a vehicle. So
yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I can't do anything while driving because I will get car sick.
I know, we should just ask Chrome how to do the super chat.
Yeah.
I see him doing his
Hi, chat.
live streams all the time. So
next time, anyway. What's the actual subscriber count now? Last I looked, it was 10,016.
we're watching our subscriber count yesterday, and it hit 10,000 at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then about 10 minutes later, it went down 3.
Yeah.
So
it took like 5 hours to go back up to 10,000.
It seems like when we put out a new video, we seem to jump up in subscribers. But if it's in between Wednesdays and Sundays or Sunday and Wednesdays, we don't seem to actually get too many subscribers.
The Frugal Connoisseur. You two are so real. I can't tell you how awesome that is. Thank you so much. So when we decided to do this, Dave hates being behind the camera. So I don't know how he agreed to do this because now we live in front of the camera.
So Jim Goodenough, he asked if we've ever camped north of Aden. And well, we went to high school in Alturas, California, which is north of Aden. And I've camped everywhere around there. So, and then when I was younger, I lived in Lakeview, Oregon, and Burns, Oregon, and
thank you, Tracy.
Basically all over the place. So yes, we've camped all over.
Haven't seen you do your daily cookout, guys. You don't enjoy chow downs? Yeah, we enjoy to eat. We should probably film some of that.
Well, yeah, we should do more of what because we cook all of our meals in the van, so we could definitely show you what we're cooking. I do feel like we get in a cooking rut and do the same things over and over and over again, but we buy foods that are pretty much unpackaged, and we try to basically eat as cheap as possible.
Yeah, so we cook 99% of our meals in the van, so we should do some more cooking videos on that.
Happy Camper asks an interesting question: is how much time goes into producing our videos, from the filming to the editing and the camera work? And I mean, it does change from video to video, but like our standard boondocking video, we usually spend 2 days just on the camera part of it and getting footage, drone footage, and using the GoPro and getting all that wrapped together. And then Carrie normally spends a day doing the editing.
Yeah.
So the editing is time consuming. And then sometimes we'll spend half a day trying to find some place that has good upload speed. So that part can be frustrating.
Also, it depends on how many cameras we use per location, because a lot of times Dave will go out and he has the GoPro, and then I film most of my stuff on the iPhone, and then we have the drone, and if we see any wildlife, then we have the big girl camera, the DSLR. So sometimes pulling footage off of 4 cameras can get time consuming.
The Lassen Creek Campground, is that the one that's on the Hat River? If it is, we definitely have camped all over that one.
Yeah. Also on how long it takes us to edit, which we're getting very better about it, but if we don't do a very good job of telling a story, then I have to work extra hard to make it flow. Yeah. He does have some new shirts coming, West Virginia Evie, but I think they're still green. Semi-retired brought, come for a visit. Nebraska, right? We haven't been in Nebraska, so that's a state on our list.
Yeah, that's one of 8 states that we have not been to yet.
Live shows don't require extra time. Do more. I think we're realizing that.
Yeah. This was a good time. I mean, we're thanking you guys for subscribing, and we have our 10,000. So it was a good time for a live stream. But in reality, it did give us a pretty big break from making the Sunday videos.
Yeah. Which is kind of hard right now because our whole channel is about boondocking and awesome sights, and we can't really go anywhere.
Tracy says I should do the surprised I don't want my mohawk green. I think actually I did want it green. So.
Yeah. David is mohawk. Yeah, so we're having a hard time, where do we go? What do we film? And how long is it going to last?
This is making it challenging. We do have some content, so we'll be able to still make our Sunday videos just on content we already have. the storytelling might be a little bit more of a narrative.
Yeah.
Because we don't have complete footage to make actual stories out of it. But we visited a lot of hot springs. I don't know if you've seen all of our videos or not, but we love hot springs.
Yes.
And we love waterfalls. So we've got all kinds of footage, almost complete videos of a couple different waterfalls that we've never shown. So we're looking forward to sharing those with you guys.
Thank you, West Virginia Evie. She says our connection's very good.
Oh, cool.
Thank you. And we have to thank Robert, Dave's brother, for that because he moved a Wi-Fi extender and got us the prime spot for our first ever live stream.
Yeah, helped us out with the testing.
Yeah.
Big help.
Get Army Green, then the Mohawk will match one shirt. Hi, Discovering Loch Ness. Thank you. Where's Riddles? He's on the bed. He's actually being very good.
Yeah.
Let's see if he'll come up here.
I even combed his hair, so yeah.
Come on.
And if you look really close at Frugal, he has a mohawk too, but that's gonna change. So we do have him with the lion haircut right now, and we're actually gonna make it more of a lion cut instead of going with the mohawk. We're gonna shave his face a little bit and make the actual lion look.
So we're working on our Halloween costumes. So Riddle is gonna be a lion.
Yes.
Hi. You having a good time? Yes. So Riddle wakes me up every day at 8 o'clock, and he's very persistent. He paws me, he licks me, because he wants to go into the house and see his cousin Tucker, the yellow lab.
Jarvis says make a boondocking video where we're at. And that's funny because we've actually considered doing that already.
Yeah, we thought about it.
It'd be a little bit of a spoof, but we could definitely showcase his house and where we're at.
Yeah, should we make it serious or should we do kind of a funny video?
Yeah, we could go either way on that one.
He does have a waterfall in his backyard.
Yeah,
so
we like waterfalls.
We talked about that. Are there any places you don't want to go back to again? That's a tricky question. How do you answer that without offending anybody?
Well, the other thing is too, some of the areas that we've explored, maybe we don't like them, but maybe we haven't explored enough because we've actually went to one state and we're like, oh, we don't like this state. And then we came back through that state a few months later and it turned out one of our most favorite boondocking locations ever. Yeah. So I hate to jump on and say I don't like a certain area.
So New Mexico was that for us. When first time we went to New Mexico, we went through the Roswell area, and Roswell was a really nice town, but we didn't just feel a connection with it. But when we came back through and went to the Gila National Forest, we absolutely love New Mexico.
Sea Salt patron number 1, yeah.
Hi, Sea Salt.
Good to see you on there.
Thank you.
Our very first ever. And you should have seen me and Carrie when we got our first patron. So we couldn't believe it. She's like, what? Look at this. What happened?
Well, I set it up because that's what YouTubers do, right? And then I was like, we're never going to get a patron. And one day we had the patron. Sea Salt's our very first.
Yeah, I wish we would have videotaped how excited we were because we were like little kids.
Wait, we missed some. What was I think was our favorite places?
We're going to get like way behind on the comments.
Louisiana mosquitoes loved you. Oh, so we were in Rutherford Beach. Yeah. And we're having a great time. And in the middle of the night, the wind stopped and we got eaten by the Louisiana mosquitoes.
But we stayed there for 10 days. So in the first, 8 or 9 days, we didn't have any bugs at all because there was a nice, gentle wind blowing. And we were like, this is paradise. And we had a great time. But then when the bugs did come, it was big trouble.
They were even eating Frugal. I think he's the one that woke us up.
And then the heat came, so we had to move. Did we miss any?
Back to Jack's question, are there any places you don't want to go back to again? I would say Florida, just because I was so freaked out about Frugal and the water and the alligators, but we met the most awesome people in Florida.
Yeah, the people were definitely the best part of Florida.
Yeah. It was a little bit harder finding boondocking in Florida.
Would we go there to do more boondocking? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
Would we go back there to see some of the people that we met?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Heather and Brian, that's you, if you're watching.
If you guys are watching.
And the Rolling Rogans, who hooked us up with our logo in Florida. We met Bill and Jesse in Florida. We did the Tiny House Festival. We had a fabulous time in Florida.
The Love Hut. Met those guys in Florida.
But I was just so scared about the alligators in Frugal.
You better scroll down to the end. I think we're missing comments.
Remember your van build videos back in the beginning. I enjoy your instructional videos.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are gonna keep doing some of the instructional type videos. We've got one coming up. I'm gonna change. This is gonna be a simple one on how we change the oil. But the biggest thing that as something breaks down, then I'll do an instruction video on how to fix it. But we just haven't had anything major break down, so I haven't been able to do that many videos.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing. But if anything does break, I'm gonna take a crack at fixing it myself, and I'll share it with you guys because maybe it will help you.
And at sometime in the next year, we hope to get an externally vented heater, which we'll be installing ourselves.
We do. We like our Wave 6 heater, but we want that counter space back, and we have to ventilate with that just to be safe. And it's not super efficient because you're letting super cold air in, so you get the oxygen that you need. But then it takes more energy to heat the inside of the van. So we definitely hope to get an externally vented heater. I think it's going to be a Webasto, because we want it to tap directly into the fuel tank. We don't want to have a small tank that we have to refill all the time. Our goal is to stay out a couple weeks at a time. And you can't do that with a lot of the cheaper Chinese heaters that are coming out right now.
I followed your video on how to change the headlight. You gave me the confidence to do myself.
Ah, right on.
That's awesome.
Really happy to help.
Yeah.
That's one thing we like to do about our channel. We like to make it useful and do things that other people can watch and then be able to do that themselves.
So on average, do you keep a budget of your monthly expenses?
I'm not really good at keeping a budget, but we've been running about $1,200 a month with the gas and the food and just our insurance, registration, and cell phone, and our daily costs. So that pretty much includes everything. We've had a low of $800 for a month and a high of $1,600 for a month when we had to do a car repair. Yeah,
we try to keep it around the 1,000 mark or below if we can.
Yeah, we did drive a lot last year. We put on, was it 37 or 8,000 miles? Yeah. So a big cost of that monthly money was fuel cost.
Yeah, and if we notice we're getting close to our budget, then we have to try to slow down the driving.
We slow down. We put the brakes on.
Yeah. Yes, the Berkey is awesome. We love our Berkey. How often have you washed your Berkey filters? Well, I'm sure they need to be washed right now. I have washed them, I think, twice. And usually, I think the first time I could tell that they needed to be washed because the water flow was much slower.
Yeah, I think the only reason we can keep our costs down that much is because that we do cook our own food, and we're not the van lifers that go out to eat all the time or go to coffee shops because we don't have the money to do that.
David Yule says Webasto won't let you install it yourself. But we do know some installers in Canada.
We do know some.
We can just get across the border.
Yeah. I bet somebody on there can guess who those installers are.
Yeah, maybe Steph?
Yeah.
My apartment comes with my job. Well, that's a pretty good deal. Bye, James. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for visiting.
Yeah, Doris the caravan knows.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, so. Any other questions that we missed? Did we miss any up here?
Could talk a little bit about Frugal and what's it like having a pet on the road.
Hi from Oklahoma. Hello, Tammy. All right, so having Frugal. Hi. Say hi. Come here. Oh, hi.
So Heather, they installed their own Webasto heater, and I've watched a video on how to install the heater, and I definitely think it's something I could do. So,
come back to Maine. We love Maine.
Yeah.
Where's the first place you'd like to go once you can travel again? I think we want to go to the Redwoods.
Bye, Sea Salt. She's taking off.
Bye, Sea Salt.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
So
the Redwoods?
Yeah, as soon as we leave here, we are going to the Redwoods, the north coast of California. And we already know a couple places where we can boondock for free. Yeah. And then we can just make a little short drive and do hikes right through the forest. I can't wait to do that.
Yeah, and we haven't got to spend any time in Idaho or Colorado or Wyoming, so those are all in our bucket list. And if
Fast guy to love the drone shots with the snow. That is my favorite to do. Anytime it is snowing, as long as it's not a super wet snow, I will be flying the drone because I love watching that too.
Oh, semi-retired Bob, is there any up and down adjustments on the driver's seat? I don't think so, right?
No, there's no up or down.
Just the seat.
Absolutely not.
Yellowstone. We've been to Yellowstone, but not in the van.
Yeah, we want to go back to Yellowstone and take our time.
Dave's brother says, "What makes you think you can leave?"
My brother's not gonna let us leave.
Yeah. Yellowstone, is that a national park?
Steiner Flat near Weaverville, BLM Redwoods. That sounds cool. We know Weaverville, so.
Jim, are you from the area?
He definitely knows about Aiden and Ash Creek and all that area.
Yeah, so if we can get a Webasto heater installed, I will bet money that we spend the winter somewhere where it snows.
So my favorite season is winter, and if it was up to me, we would
Thanks, Charles.
Yeah, we would spend most of our whole year in the Rocky Mountains or something, or anywhere that gets snow, and just kind of shelter it out.
Doris the Caravan. As soon as the borders are open, I'm coming to visit. Okay, we'll meet you somewhere along the border, because if the border's open, we're heading north.
Yeah.
We go to Ackerman Campground, New Lewiston. Now, we were going to go to Lewiston before the shelter-in-place came in, and we just feel like we should just stay put for now.
The coolest place to escape the summer heat?
Minnesota.
There's lots of places. It's pretty much high altitude. So if you can start getting up around 9,000 or 10,000 feet, you can even do that in New Mexico. So, but we did go up to Minnesota last year to escape the heat because anywhere around the Great Lakes was very comfortable.
The North Shore of the Great Lakes, I think we spent a month there, and it was awesome. The most waterfalls you've seen like in 100 miles.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it was, but we had to cancel our trip to Lewiston. Yeah, us too.
Yeah, we did too.
Excuse me. And we want to see British Columbia, and someone said come back to New Brunswick.
See, I knew me and Jack had a lot in common because he hates the heat too. So I don't do well in the heat. So if you're watching our channel, you're probably going to see a lot of the cooler areas and a lot of snow.
Yeah, we like the Webasto because there is a warranty on it. We have heard tons of good things about the Chinese heaters too, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I haven't actually seen a Chinese heater that taps into the tank. Yeah, there might be one, but a lot of the people that actually professionally install the heaters, they won't guarantee anything unless it's a brand name.
Yeah.
They won't extend any kind of warranty on the Chinese heaters.
So Tracy says I seem more relaxed live. I'm trying to relax on camera. I think I'm getting a little bit better. Dave's doing better than I am, which was surprised me. I am comfortable behind the camera, not in front of the camera. What has been your best kayak trip?
See, it sounds like a little on the go. We were in Michigan in the Upper Peninsula last summer too. We probably passed them. Where were you guys driving? A van? Dan and Bonnie, hi. Good to see you.
Hi, Dan and Bonnie. We wanted to come see you, and then this all hit.
This isn't good timing to visit, but we still hope to before we leave.
Yeah. So my most favorite kayaking trip was in Maine. We were at Moosehead Lake. We met fabulous people in Maine, and this couple we met, Ed and Maria, which we were camping on Labor Day weekend, and the campground was just packed. And they pulled in at dark, and we're like, well, okay, they were driving a Jeep, so we're like, camp right here next to us. But Ed and I went out at midnight, and we saw the northern lights in Maine. Not super spectacular like you see in Alaska, but we did see it looked like it would be a big city, and then it would go away, and then it would be a little brighter, and it would go away. And it was dark, and the loons were calling to each other across the lake. It was just so
after
magical.
hearing those loons, they're my favorite bird now. The sound that they make, it reminds me of some kind of ancient dinosaur or something. It's just, I can just listen to those sounds all night long.
Tracy said you didn't visit me in Michigan.
Hey, that gives us another reason.
We didn't know you were there.
To go back to Michigan. So, and there's lots of reasons to go back to Michigan. So we hope we get to meet you.
You bring us home at home. So much joy. Thank you. Dog needs attention. Bye, West Virginia Evie. Thank
Bye.
you.
Yep. Thanks for joining us. Nice talking to you.
That's good to know, David. He can run his heater all night and doesn't even register on the gas
Yeah,
page.
that's what I've heard about those heaters, is they're going to burn less than a gallon of fuel if they burn all night. And if you don't know about the external vented heaters, they have ones that work for gasoline engines and diesel engines. So just because you have a gas engine doesn't mean you can't get one. They are, the quality ones are expensive. They're going to run over $1,000. And if you don't do the install yourself, it could cost you as much as $1,500 to have it installed, or as little as $1,000.
Hey.
Which I really want to do it myself.
You want to see Riddle get really excited?
Oh, Riddle.
Uh-oh. Where is it at?
Yeah, he got excited just watching it.
He knows what's up here.
Yeah. Where are you going, Carrie?
Oh no, Riddle, where is it?
Yeah, I would install the Webasto underneath the passenger seat. That's definitely the location. And I watched the whole video on how to do it. I don't see anything that can't be done. If I were to be able to do it here at my brother's house, he would help, which I would definitely appreciate. And between the two of us, I know we could get it installed.
Yeah.
So we don't use a generator of any kind. Our main battery source, we're using a Goal Zero 1400 lithium battery. So, which has been working awesome. I mean, it runs our refrigerator full time. It keeps all of our camera equipment charged up. But we do have to conserve. It's definitely a small battery system. So the only reason it actually works for us at all is because our heater is propane and our stove is propane. Otherwise, that wouldn't be enough battery. It only has about 118 amp hours.
So I think Jack said love wood burner for heat. We do too, and we got all done with a van build, and then we discovered they make the cubic mini, the little mini wood stove.
Yeah.
And we tried really hard to figure out where we could put that in the van.
Yeah, honestly, if I would have seen the little cubic minis wood burning stove before we had most of our van built, we probably would have installed one.
Yeah.
But not having one, I'm okay with that, just because of the amount of effort it requires to cut the wood into little tiny pieces. It'd be tough.
Yeah.
We have run out of power once or twice, I think.
In Maine.
Yeah, if we have a stretch of days, like 10 days without sun, if we don't have any power, if we're not driving.
Yeah.
But if we drive, we have the ability to charge the battery. So it just means getting on the road.
Which is really cool with our fridge, is it doubles as a cooler. So we just bought some ice and put ice in it. After 1 year of van life, I want to adopt a rescue dog. Go for it. Just get a smaller one.
Yeah, don't get the biggest dog they have. Rule's definitely max dog size.
Oh, Dave says if you're at high altitude, you have to keep your rig level. Yes! You have to keep it level if you have the heater. Yes! I am super... What am I about being level? I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, Carrie definitely likes it level. We work hard to get it level most of the time.
Dave can sleep in any position if his head's down.
Yeah, I'm just not that picky. Jack, I think a 50-gallon water tank is a very good idea, because we've actually found it easier to find showers than it is to find water fill-ups sometimes.
Arthur, do you think I'm too old, 64, to start RVing?
No.
No.
We've met 70-year-olds at van meetups that are full-time by themselves doing van life. So I don't think there's, any age limit. Depends on, your condition and.
Never too old.
Yeah,
Agree.
I would say you're never too old. Yeah.
What do you use your solar panels on the roof? What do we use it for?
The solar panels are charging up our Goal Zero battery. We have 200 watts on the roof. And they're mounted right to our rack, so there's no holes in the roof other than the actual cable from the solar panels that go to the battery.
Jack says you can have automatic levelers installed on your van.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we went.
I would rather spend that money on a heater.
Bye, Turtle Bookworm.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
So what are you guys doing to keep yourselves busy during this COVID-19 pandemic.
Obviously, they're watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
We are looking forward to doing some videos.
Amazon was there.
About, I was talking about it earlier, but we are hoping to show off some of the hot springs that we've seen along the way and some waterfalls, and we've done some hikes that we never actually made a video of.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to sharing those.
Watching you. So Doris, the caravan, says she's watching fights in the Walmart parking lot. That's a good spot for that to happen. Good to know, Eric.
7 days, and it uses 3.2 gallons over 7 days.
Thank you, Michelle.
His diesel heater.
That's very cool. How did you do that in the comments? She highlighted one adventure at a time. Keeping to myself, but I'm rewatching all the one adventure at a time videos.
Yeah.
You can skip the first couple.
Hey, that's just us. That's who we are.
I'm staring at the van in the driveway. Oh, you spent all the last year building it. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Jack's very busy. Your job has increased threefold. Yeah.
David be 68 in May.
Happy early birthday.
Yep.
Oh, you can highlight a name by adding the @ symbol before it. Very cool.
Oh, okay. See, we're the only ones that don't know how to do it.
Yeah, you guys, we learned so much from you guys just by putting our videos out.
Yeah, well, we started off knowing nothing at all. Absolutely nothing.
I went and took a nap in the van in the backyard. Yeah. We've been busy. We've been doing a few projects. We reorganized the back. We took the couch apart and lowered the arm.
Yeah, we actually extended our couch a foot. It's 12 inches longer than it was just by lowering the armrest down.
Yeah. And we got some little projects. We're going to finally put some handles on the cupboards, and we're going to re-sew. The back curtains don't have blackout on them.
We have inserts that go in the back window so we can completely black out the van, but we actually want to have the blackout curtains on the back of the curtains too.
Low on the go. Do not put off your dreams. It definitely was a leap to sell everything we owned and just go for it.
Yeah, a lot of people will talk about it, but probably never do it. So just going for it. I really like to show off the different places that we boondock. We really like, if you'll probably notice, we like the out-of-the-way remote locations.
Mm-hmm.
But what we have noticed is we're the only ones out there most of the time. If you watch the videos when I do the drone footage and show our van, most of the time you're just going to see our van because there's nobody else out here. And so we're really hoping actually to inspire more people to get out and join us. And we'd love to have, you camp right next to us.
Yeah.
And maybe someday that'll happen.
If we see you out there, we'll say hi.
Don't be shy. If you see us too, come right up.
Jack, that's a great idea. Working on developing an online income before I hit the road.
Yeah.
Semi-retired Bob. Been looking at rooftop tents, but I need a bigger car. My Rio won't hold one. Probably not.
Spending time with brother and sister-in-law.
Hi, Renee.
Yay.
White van parade. Yep.
See, Renee knows how to make that big heart.
When this pandemic over, I'm going into Minneapolis and stand on the street corner with a big sign that says free hugs.
Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate your comment on the drone footage.
Dave has worked really hard on the drone. And we did that drone video about all the features that the drone has. All the, what are the they do it, it does it by itself.
Yeah.
But
The programmed.
Dave hardly ever uses those.
Yeah, I like I manually fly the drone almost all the time just because I like to have my own angle. I don't want the computer to pick the angles and pick the flight patterns. I like to have that flexibility.
Van Life with Gina Payne. Hi, Gina. If you make it to Southern Oregon, look me up. If you will email us at oneadventureatatime.com, at yahoo.com, because we're going to be there sometime this year, I hope.
Yep, as soon as we leave here, we'll be in Southern Oregon, so, which I already love. And I lived in Lakeview, Oregon, and I was born in Corvallis, Oregon.
Yeah.
I'm really familiar with Oregon.
Tammy says, will you ever do a van meetup? I think you mean like
Yeah, it's
for people to come see us.
Yeah. We definitely consider doing a van meetup. Yeah, if we ever get, enough interest.
We love going to van meetups.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things is going to van meetups.
Yeah, we were actually going to go to one in Idaho and they canceled that one. And the one in Alaska is still on for now, but I don't know. How much money do you think would be a good slush fund before going on the road?
Well, it definitely depends on your spending habits.
And if you have any income coming in.
It's probably a good idea just to experiment for a month and see how much it costs you. And then get a better idea. Because, we were buying a lot of really cheap foods and by cooking our own meals and watching how far we drive, we're really keeping our costs down to a minimum.
El Campo. If we're in the area in the fall, we'll be at El Campo again for sure.
I know I missed some comments and I apologize to you guys if we were not answering. I know I've seen several go by that I didn't have time to answer.
Tracy, did the virus ruin your summer plans to work here in Michigan? So we signed up for the beet harvest and it looks like they want to place us in Sydney, Montana. So we're just waiting for the final confirmation on that. And if we get that, we'll be there October 1st.
So yeah, it did kind of ruin our summer plans to work before we went to Alaska. But if we go to Alaska.
Yeah.
But we do have it set up for the fall.
Low on the go. A good dollar amount to have on the side is $5,000. That's probably a good mark to start with. If you don't have any income coming in, I would say more.
Yeah, and also depends on if you have insurance on your van or not. Because if you don't have insurance, you might want a bigger amount.
Michelle Elliott, there's a van meetup every January in Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Isn't there still snow in January there? I'm setting myself the goal of having 10,000 emergency funds. Good idea.
Yeah, more the better.
Be prepared to get really dirty. Yeah, I've heard that. So.
Yeah, I need to get in shape for the beet harvest too, because I don't have the best back and I need to strengthen it. So.
Dave actually started doing yoga and kind of got away from it.
Yeah, I need to get. As long as I keep stretching and keep in shape, I'll do pretty good. Otherwise, it's going to be bad.
I guess the amount of money that you need to have it's just like anything. How do you want to spend your money on the road? Do you want to eat out a lot? Do you want to go to museums and amusement parks and things that cost money? Because that will really change how much you need to have. So we are extremely frugal. So
yeah,
if we have to pay for it, it better be something really special. Beverly Beach State Park in Oregon. Yeah. We're seeing they closed all developed campgrounds in Oregon, even BLM campgrounds.
We think as we leave here, we'll be going to the Redwoods in northwestern California, and then probably working our way up the Oregon coast, but I'm not sure.
Hi, Ellie. Yes, semi-retired Bob. Getting off the road, actually, slowing down to smell the roses, so to speak, is just amazing. Summer work plans are a wash. I'm thinking something for fall. Yeah. So eventually what we thought we would do is we'd do the Workamper where we would work for the summer and then travel for the rest of the year. I don't know how that's going to go. I know all those Workamper jobs got pretty much canceled.
Yeah, and we have learned that you have to plan ahead if you want a summer job or not. We waited way too long, and I think that's why we ended up not working. But that turned out okay because we ended up at my brother's house and we were able to spend time with him and my sister-in-law. So that's.
What annual park passes do you have? That's a good question. So we did buy the National Park Pass last year. It was $80 for the year. And we don't go to national parks very much because they're not super dog friendly. And even though we don't go, we made our money's worth off of that.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go to national parks, it's definitely worth the money. We did buy, I think, the Minnesota State Park, the yearly pass.
Yeah.
And we also...
Yeah, if you plan on spending like a month in a certain state and you're looking for an alternative place to get showers and get water and empty your trash, do look at their rate for the yearly pass. What, Minnesota? Do you remember how much that was? It
It's
was
like $35.
super cheap.
Bye, Discovery in Loch Ness. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep. So we spent like $30 and we were able to just go to any state park and take showers.
Pro 9, welcome. Thanks for joining.
Yep.
Some folks work as camp hosts at the campground, then move on to the beet harvest, and then down to Kentucky to work at Amazon. Yeah, we considered Amazon. I just didn't know if I wanted to work that hard.
that was my thoughts exactly.
But we haven't been to Kentucky. Kentucky's on our list, so we should
yeah,
to do that.
We do need to go to Kentucky. So I'm looking forward to.
They've closed all camping here in Michigan, even dispersed camping. That sucks. The day rate for Nebraska state parks is $8, but a year pass is $35. That's a good deal. I would buy a state park pass.
We've been to a couple state parks where they only charge like $3 to get in. We were able to go in, take a shower, and fill up full of water and get rid of our trash for $3.
Now, the National Park Pass, we used that at Lake Mead, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
We used it at Sitting Bull Falls, which is not a national park, so it does work in some national forests areas.
It was some monuments too.
Monuments.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tonto Monument. It worked there. I would definitely recommend the National Park Pass.
Do not work at the fisheries in Alaska. Okay, thank you, Jack, because that is actually something I would consider doing. Because I like to be on boats, and I was in the Coast Guard, so I like that kind of activities. But I'm sure the work would kill me.
When I get my transit, I will be doing lots of hiking, fishing, rock hounding, and gold panning.
Gold panning.
Yeah.
I like it.
Where did we go in Arizona when we did the rock hounding? Where we found all the agates? Stafford, Arizona.
Stafford, Arizona was a lot of fun.
Yeah. The UK loves you.
All
Thank
right.
you. This is so cool that people around the world are watching us. What do you think your average gas cost is in a month? Oh, well, we drove a lot last year.
Yeah.
Right now, it's nothing.
Yeah. So when we're driving a lot, it's $200 a month for fuel.
Thank you, Tammy. Did we make it to Oklahoma, or did we skirt around Oklahoma?
We went just on the border, so we didn't actually make it into the state, but we were within 100 yards of Oklahoma.
We were going to go into Oklahoma, and the tornado warning scared us. You can always find great jobs on Cool Jobs. Never heard of Cool Jobs. Thank you.
Yeah, but thank you for the offer, Tammy. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Tracy. Chrome's pretty cool to watch. We love meeting Chrome in Canada.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll end up meeting him again.
Yeah, you can work camp in Alaska at resorts. Free food and accommodation. I have been looking at some of those. They always love having van lifers. I'd love to spend the summer in Alaska.
So on our drive there, we
Right?
got some really cool tips on some hot springs in Canada on our way to Alaska. So we're hoping to check those out too.
Thank you, Corn Dog Caravan. I see you a lot on Instagram. Thank you. Semi-retired Bob just watched Chrome's interview we did with him. Yes, I want to go there. How do you say it? Banff?
Banff. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Banff? Hot Springs. That is on my list.
Okay, so
Dave's a little scared.
It scares me a little bit because I'm not real excited to go places where there's bus loads of people coming in. So I'd rather kind of be in a place that's a little less discovered, but kind of like the Grand Canyon, some things you just have to go and see.
Yep. There are a couple of people said that's how they found us when we did
through the interview.
Chrome interview.
We had a great time doing that interview with Chrome. Yeah. And so we hope to do more interviews as time goes on.
I really wish we had a cow for that interview.
I know. I bet we could have arranged it.
We were just gonna send him in somebody's field. That would have been even funnier. Yeah, they gave us permission. Thank you, Mitch. We find it amazing that people want to watch us.
Yeah.
Because we consider ourselves pretty boring.
Pretty average Joes here. But we're having a great time, and I really love sharing the locations that we're staying at. And I want you guys, I'm hoping some of you guys get out in your van and we meet up with you along the way.
Norman Nix, born and raised in California. Beautiful state, yes. Don't miss the gas prices. Yes, that was a shock when we came back into California as well.
Thanks for watching, Sydney.
Corn Dog Caravan. Hope to run into you guys once we get on the road. Yes. We love meeting people on the road. If you see us, don't be afraid to knock on the door.
Yeah, don't be shy. Just knock on the door.
Unless it's 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe not. Hot springs in British Columbia are the best.
Oh, man. I can't wait. I would actually like to spend a whole summer in Canada. Definitely with the rocky side, too.
Jack Parker, boondocking question. Are there ever places where you can just pull off the road in nature and park? Yes, but it depends on what state you're in. Yeah, we find locations all the time where we can just pull over and camp. But we're not just taking random locations. We're checking maps. We're checking different apps. And we're making sure it's public land. So anywhere there's Forest Service land or BLM land, which is way easier to find out here in the West. How far do we drive in a month? We're trying to drive a lot less than we have. So we don't like to drive more than 4 hours a day. That's a big day for us. 4 hours a day at the most, and we hope not to drive every day. Thank you, Pro9. He says we have a good eye for videos. How far do you do? That's a hard question, how much we drive in a month. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever actually considered it. Retired, I bought a golden access pass, lifetime for $20. That's a great deal. Yeah, you can't go wrong there. 99 cents a gallon in Wisconsin. Wow. Yeah, I'd be driving a lot more if gas was that price, I have to admit. Jack, how do you wonder if the land is public or private? So we use, it's called the Onyx app. It's a hunting app. Onyx Hunt. Onyx Hunt. And if you're not sure, as long as you have connection, it's very precise. It'll tell you as you're driving down the road where BLM land starts. Or National Forest land starts. And, I mean, right when you cross it, you'll know. Plus, we use the DeLorme, is that different? Maps, and they have Forest Service land on it and BLM land on it. So we really hunt out that public land. Yeah. So we make sure that we're legitimate. Yeah, and usually it's fairly easy. And we try to look for signs too. If you could be on BLM and it might say no camping or national forest, and it might say only camping in already existing campsites. Weezerbot 4. Hope to meet up with you once we get back on the road next year. Or if you ever make it back to Arizona. We will make it back to Arizona. I don't know. So Tracy asks, have we ever been scared about camping? I can only think of one time ever. We were camping outside of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yes. And we were out what we felt was in the middle of nowhere. There was no other campers or cars or trucks. Well, okay. So we had technology issues. And in order to make my day better, we went to McDonald's to get French fries, which we never go out. And the security guard at McDonald's scared us so bad. Yeah, he was telling us about all the murders and gang activity and stuff like that. And he was wearing a gun in McDonald's. And he was a security guard. So after hearing all his stories, and then we went out to our camp spot where we thought nobody was at. We heard people talking and walking around, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. So we just got up and left. Well, then I went online and I was like, what's the crime rate in Albuquerque, New Mexico? And you shouldn't, that was not a good thing. That's not a good idea, yeah. But, so we left in the middle of the night and went somewhere else. I think that's the only time, right? I mean, considering how many nights we've spent out camping, you know, well over 500 nights. And that was the only time that we can ever mention any kind of security issue. Yeah, and if you're concerned about that, if you're traveling... Bye, Steph. If you're traveling alone and your finances allow it, I would say do some campgrounds. Good tip, Weezer, on the DeLorme maps. You still got to watch out where you're at. We definitely like using a combination of maps and different apps that we have just to make sure it is. Oh, you got a ticket in Death Valley. Yeah. I can see you getting a ticket in Death Valley. They're pretty sticklers about that, yeah. Ontario, Canada. We love Ontario. Our first trip into Canada was in Ontario. We were so scared to cross the border, remember?
Yeah.
It was the easiest border crossing we ever did, and we were in Canada 1 hour, and we met the nicest people who invited us to their house that night for dinner, and who are now lifelong friends. So Larry and Amanda, if you're watching, that's you.
Yeah. Yeah, we miss you guys.
Any tips for slightly rutted dirt gravel roads in your ProMaster?
Well, with our ProMaster, we always carry traction boards because it does not do well in loose gravel or sand.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely recommend having some kind of traction boards with your van, even if it's 4-wheel drive. But ours is front-wheel drive. We have noticed we can drive backwards up a steeper incline than we can drive forward. So if we were to get stuck down a road and have to drive back, I would definitely drive backwards up a steep, gravelly hill. But
it does not do well in sand at all.
Does not do well. I don't actually, I don't know what the actual incline was. I can't tell you. But we are extremely heavy. So it would depend on the weight. I don't know.
Didn't we do 15%? And we're like, what the heck?
Yeah, that's pretty steep.
But it was paved.
Like, I don't know how much your Tirado weighs. I'm sure that would make a difference. We're at 8,600 pounds. So,
yeah.
And our max is 8,900 pounds, I believe. So we are heavy.
Terry Lynch, my life. Thank you.
What apps do we use?
Well, when we first started out, we used iOverland or A-Lot. And Google Maps.
I love Google Maps.
Yeah.
We actually did a video on all the different maps and apps and stuff we use to find our boondocking.
Jarvis Matute, have you ever seen snakes trying to sneak in your van? That is a nightmare waiting to happen.
Oh yeah, Jack, for rodents, we had a mouse in our engine compartment. And we managed to drive on enough washboard road to shake it out. So we got the nest out and never did find the mouse.
Jarvis, have you had snakes try to sneak in your van? We actually haven't encountered any snakes.
We're super airtight, actually, because I stuffed insulation everywhere, unfortunately.
Places we shouldn't have stuffed
Even places I shouldn't have put the insulation, I packed it in. So there's no way a snake is getting in our van unless the door's open.
It could come through the engine, couldn't it? Like through the vent?
I guess a small one.
Yeah, we've come across rattlesnakes hiking, but we haven't really had any snake problems.
Yeah, and we try to avoid snake areas just because we have a dog.
Yeah, and Dave doesn't like heat, so that helps.
Yeah, I don't like hot areas. So.
Yeah, and I don't like snakes, so we tend to go.
Can you see Rudel's head?
Oh, right here. He's sleeping.
He's snoring.
Yeah, we're very conscious of snake country when we do get into those areas and it gets warm, so. Peppermint oil sprayed on your engine will keep rodents and insects out.
Heard that.
And maybe cover up the antifreeze smell?
Yeah.
I think someone asked earlier, have we ever encountered any wildlife? And usually they're pretty far away, but we were boondocked in Safford, Arizona at the Rockhound area, and we were hiking, and it was early in the season, so we weren't too concerned about snakes.
Yeah.
So we were just hiking wherever we wanted, and we turned around a big giant boulder, and there were, I think it was 7 javelinas. So those are wild pigs, and a mom with 3 babies. And thankfully, we had Rudel on his leash, and it was all we could do to hold him back. I'm glad he was on his leash, because javelinas are supposed to be pretty dang mean.
Hi from Iowa. Yeah, I've seen a moose.
Mountain goats, yep.
Yeah, a moose up close and personal.
Dave was riding his bike in Maine and came back really quickly because a moose jumped out in front of him.
It scared me. It's like 30 feet in front of me, so you don't want to tangle with a moose.
We have not seen any bears.
We
were hoping
Road
to
Trek's
see...
at 8,779 pounds. That's close to max too, so you're heavy. You're very heavy.
I'm not a snake person. I'd rather battle a Yeti.
Ragtop's from Alabama. We really appreciate all your guys' comments too. So I go through the comments. I try to go through the comments every day and answer as many as I can. I really appreciate all your guys' support on that. the people that are watching our videos and commenting, well, I don't think we have the nicest group ever.
Yeah.
I've read other people's channel, read their comments, and there's a lot of people are nasty and mean, and I just don't see a whole lot of that in our channel.
Yeah, we don't get too many mean comments. We get a couple, but not very many. They said javelinas are dangerous because they're nearsighted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we told you about the bobcat if you watched one of our videos, but we had a bobcat go right behind our van. Frugal alerted us. Fairfield, California.
Hello. Jack, you can't comment too much on our videos.
Yeah, just go for it. I love comments too.
If you were ever to get another van, would you stick with the kind that you have?
We really like the ProMaster because it's wide enough we can sleep widthwise, and that it's front wheel drive. So that means a tighter turning radius, and it also does well in the snow.
We debate about whether we'd get a 4-wheel drive or not.
If money wasn't an option, we would probably go with a 4-wheel drive, but they're just so much more expensive.
And I think
the Travado weighs 9,359 pounds.
Unloaded?
Unloaded?
Dang.
That is heavy.
Tracy, yeah. He said, hello from rainy Fairfield, California. I think it's starting to rain here too.
Yeah, we're just getting rain.
Yeah, sometimes people are pretty brave on their comments, and sometimes they're not so nice. We delete those ones.
Yeah. Yep, I've seen Tracy moderate.
Yep. That's good advice, Jack. The best van life is the one you don't have to go into debt for. Yes.
Yeah, I completely agree. Get whatever van you can afford.
Yeah.
And still be able to build and get on the road.
Tracy says I just boot the mean comments.
Nice.
Don't forget to look up here.
Oh, yeah.
Figure out how to open your super chat and have 3 live streams so we can build a fund for the 4-wheel drive. I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
What we have debated if we need a 4-wheel drive or not.
I've already pushed it to the limits. I'm a little bit afraid that if we had a 4-wheel drive, I would go a little further into the backcountry than we should. I already take it to the limit.
Yeah, I will say Dave is a fantastic off-road driver, so he knows how to navigate most obstacles. So we have taken this van in some places we probably shouldn't have taken it.
Especially in Moab, Utah. We were on some pretty rough roads. We went down a hill that there's no way we could have got back up if we had to.
It says, semi-retired Bob. Dave has the honor of being the only commenter on my channel to ever get caught by my bad word filter. What did you say?
I don't what? It was probably a typo. Yeah, we don't know how to monetize the super chat.
YouTube says monetize the super chat. Okay, I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, we got Robert's truck unstuck.
Dave likes getting stuck.
I was really hoping we'd get stuck, but we could have been more prepared. One thing nice about having your van with you is you get stuck, you already have your water, your food, a place to stay, so it takes a lot of the scariness out of getting stuck.
Pajo? Seen you were in Modoc. That's where we live. Hello.
Yeah, hello from Modoc.
That's our hometown.
We know that area very well.
As far as what you get on your channel is when people leave messages, you get what you give. Yeah, that's true. It was when he first heard me say hit the dislike twice.
Oh man, that was funny. Yeah, that's where I learned that from. Bob's like a...
So semi-retired Bob is one of our patrons, and he has a YouTube channel. And he cracks us up at the end of his videos. He goes, if you like my video, just hit the like button. But if you don't like it, feel free to hit the like button twice, which turns it off. So we just thought that was the funniest thing ever.
That is great advice.
Is there anything about your van you'd like to redesign?
We should have definitely started off with the externally vented heater.
And we should have just went ahead and did a propane stove right from the start.
Yeah, we should have just built in the propane stove. We have one on the countertop now. It's fine. I mean, it just would have looked more professional if we had it built, if we would have built it in ourselves.
What would you do if your van broke down? Oh, Dave says that we're going to camp in our tent until it's done, our backpacking tent.
We really don't have a lot of other choices.
So I think our car insurance does provide a little bit of money for a hotel, but
yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Ellie says I can see Rudel could care less. Yeah. Rudel, where's your ball? Right here. Look.
Yeah, you do. You get extra points if you hit the unlike button twice.
So Rudel has been swimming all morning in the pool, and so he's pretty dang tired. Went for a walk in the snow. How much snow do you have in Modoc County? Rowdy Rogers found your channel from searching YouTube on how to change oil in a ProMaster.
Yeah, well, thanks for subscribing after just watching the maintenance video. We hope to do more maintenance videos, so that will help people that do have a ProMaster, but we don't want to just focus just on the ProMasters because, you know, everybody's got their own style.
Yeah, Rudel's pretty exhausted if he's not going crazy over this ball. Hi.
They just got a dusting of snow. Yeah, well, I took Rudel and he played in my brother and sister-in-law's pool for about an hour, I'd say, before this. Otherwise, he would have been just going nuts right now.
He was full of energy this morning. He was not having us not play with him for sure. Do you have any specific security measures in your van?
Well, we have a tracker on it.
Yeah, we do have a tracker on it.
We got some security issues, but probably best just not to talk about them.
Not issues, but measures.
Measures.
We had an ice storm Friday. Ice storms are really pretty, but not fun to live in. Yes, traction boards are a must, I think.
Yeah, I would definitely say get yourself traction boards.
So we were in Louisiana and we were camping on Rutherford Beach, and we were super careful because we know we don't do well in sand. And this young guy working on an oil rig pulls in next to us and gets stuck in the sand. It cost him $600 to get pulled out. We didn't have our traction boards at the time, or we could have helped him.
That's cool. Michelle watched our headlight replacement video twice. And as things break down on the van, I'll be trying to fix everything myself. So we'll be doing videos on all that.
New Mexico's in lockdown too, it looks like. The darkest conditions you've seen for stargazing.
We've been to a lot of night sky parks. And I'm trying to think of all the states they were in. We've been to one in Michigan. Do you remember?
There's a dark sky park in Mackinac City, Michigan.
We've been to one in New York, or New Mexico.
Tonopah, is that in Nevada? Tonopah?
Oh, yeah. So we've been to several of them, and it's kind of strange. There's just certain areas that are far enough away from the cities where you're not getting any light in the sky. We try to take advantage of those locations just for some night pictures, but we haven't done a super good job of finding them.
Yeah. Our favorite one in this area is there's one of our favorite lakes is called Crater Lake, and it's always confusing because it's not the Crater Lake in Oregon. Yeah. It's Crater Lake by Susanville.
It's in California.
And when you go up there at night, there is no light pollution at all.
Yeah.
That's one of our favorites. Yeah.
Jack, he says he'll be 54. Enjoy your 20s. Jack,
are you talking to us?
You're not talking to us because our 20s are long over.
Bye, semi-retired Bob. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep. Take care, Bob.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be 50 this year and Carrie's 45.
I'm 29.
Yeah.
There's a great free campsite just outside of the Michigan Dark Sky Park. Cool. I think we missed that.
Well, we did camp at one, but I don't know if it's the one they're talking about.
Best Star, Vermont on Highway 95. Crater Lake, cool. We tried to go to Blue Lake this year, and we made it all the way up to I think within 2 miles of the lake.
We have been to Blue Lake. I mean, dozens of times probably.
Jack. No, we're a little older than that.
Thank you, Jack. We appreciate it.
James Fraser, I have in-laws in Bernie. I'm going to check out the Crater Lake. Yeah, Crater Lake is awesome by Susanville.
Yeah, don't check it out right now because you won't get there. It's too much snow.
Yeah, it's just at 7,000 feet.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't even open till July. The road is snowed in.
Oh, hike the White Mountains in Vermont, meteor shower. That sounds awesome.
Okay, that's definitely our style. And we did spend a few days in Vermont and had an excellent time.
What's the most underrated place you've ever visited unexpectedly?
I kind of think it was the Gila National Forest in New Mexico. I didn't expect it to be as incredible as it was. But we've been to so many different locations. You'll have to watch our top 7 boondocking sites or top 6 boondocking sites because
also,
it's hard to pick.
When we were going to Maine, we almost turned around and didn't go to Maine because we heard there's no free camping in Maine, and there was beautiful free camping everywhere.
We found it all over. Maine has the state land they call it, and it's just like BLM.
Public reserve land.
Public reserve land.
The younger van lifers, yeah. We're a little past that stage.
Yeah, I can't relate to a lot of the younger van lifers either because
well, because they like to go to cities.
The cities are a big draw for them, and they're just not a big draw for us.
Yeah, we're anti-city. So.
Well, what do you think?
Okay, any final? Just learn to canoe at Baxter State Park in Maine. We haven't been to Baxter.
We've been very close to Baxter, so I guess I don't know how many miles Moosehead Lake is away, but that's about as close as we got.
I saw your favorite places videos. I meant more like places you discovered by accident. Lincoln National Forest. Oh, Cloudcroft. You'll love it. Okay, we went through Cloudcroft, New Mexico, and Riddle had to go pee, and we stopped alongside of the road. And remember all those trees were blowing over? Yeah. It was super windy and snowing.
Oh, that was Cloudcroft?
Yeah.
Yeah, we pulled over on the side of the road and got Riddle out, and there's snow on the ground and everything, and it was super windy. And we look on we heard this giant noise, and we look on the other side of the road, and all kinds of full-size 100-foot pine trees were getting blown over right in front of us.
Yeah. We're like, let's get out of here.
We got out of there. They were a little too close.
You can order fried ice cream in Maine? I missed it?
Oh, we missed that.
Okay, last question, Jack. Thank you, Ragtop. Well, look at that. We love Tractor Supply.
Yep.
How does your van handle in high winds? Not too bad.
Yeah, we really haven't had any major wind problems.
We went through New Mexico. What's the national park? The sand dunes?
The White Sands?
White Sands National Park. It was so windy that you could barely see because the sand was blowing.
Yeah, the sand looked like snow. It was blowing across the road. It was making sand drifts. And
I mean, it's not fun driving in that much wind.
Yeah, but if it just gets too windy, we'll just pull over and wait it out. Because one thing nice about being van life is we're not in a big giant hurry, so we can drive slow or pull over or wait. I think we're going to wrap this up, and we really appreciate, I saw one time we had almost 80 people watching the video, which I find crazy.
We were just hoping we would get 5 or 1 person watching the video.
Well, but I had a good time, and I really appreciate your guys' time as well.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. We love seeing your comments.
And sorry if I missed your comment. There was quite a few, and we kept up the best we could.
Say bye, Rudel. And we hope to see you on the road when this coronavirus thing is over. Bye.
Goodbye. Oh, Doodle, you ready to play? Are you ready to play?